Peace, love, light. I hope that you all are having an amazing day because I am. And if you're not, I hope you're listening to your mind, your body, and your spirit to get to a place of peace. Okay? Okay, so, whew. So usually, per usual, I come on not really having nothing planned but like a topic. Everything else after the topic is sort of a flow. Okay? So today, and I feel like I had a couple of topics, but for some reason, this one's just stuck out to me, and I feel like, well, let's just see where this one goes. Okay? I'm hype about it. Let me see if I can put this thing a little closer. It's like I had a way I wanted it to sit. I don't know if that changed anything. But, so the topic is, it's time to shine your light. Okay? It is freaking time to shine your light. Who are you waiting for? What are you waiting for to get to you? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting on your spouse, your partner, your significant other? Are you waiting on your friends? Are you waiting on your family? Are you allowing the people in your life to keep your light dim? Because we are so in a place of focusing on self to get self to a place to shine our light. And what I mean by shining our light is owning who the hell you are, owning the mistakes you've made, owning the trauma that has happened in your life. When you get to a place of owning those things and those parts of yourself, your light starts to shine. Literally, the things you see outside of your vision will be brighter. And I talk about healing. My specialty is healing. I'm healing. It's a journey. It's a journey to self-realization. It's a journey to walk within your true authenticity. A lot of us get on the path and then we get off the path because we have to meet ourselves in the mirror. But we have to understand that that's part of the mission that we have here in this physical form, in this physical earth here, is meeting ourselves in the mirror. I made a post on TikTok earlier today about enemies. If you still have enemies, if your grown self still have enemies, then you are the enemy. If you still wake up every day looking towards and focusing on any people negatively outside of yourself, you are the enemy because you allowed yourself to create that for you. Once you stop giving who you think your enemy is the attention and the energy, you realize those people fade away. Those things fade away. But once you start to focus on you, your journey, your path, your spirituality, just you, the negativity and all of those things that affects you, it just diminish. We allow things in our life to impact us negatively because for some reason that's where we're comfortable at. For some reason that's where we're comfortable at. In order to grow, in order to expand, most people who are growing will let you know that you have to be uncomfortable. You have to be okay in a place of being uncomfortable. You need to get used to feeling uncomfortable. It's so weird how we can, my baby puppy is moving the camera. It's so weird how we can be in a place of giving other people outside of us the attention and the energy that we can't give ourselves. It's so hard to be mad at other people. It's no, let me. It's so easy to be mad and angry with other people, when in actuality, you're looking at yourself when you're looking at the people who you are angry with. I know that's hard to kind of see if you're not really resonating with that yet. If you're not in a place that you can't see that, well, if I'm mad at you, how come I'm just not mad at myself? We don't want to take the blame. We don't want to hold ourselves accountable for the real issue at hand. Because if you have an enemy and you're having issues and you're not really asking yourselves those right questions, then you would consider yourself to have a enemy outside of yourself when you really don't. So if you're having problems with somebody and you're not really asking yourself, what is it about this person? What is it about what they said pissed me off? What is it that they're doing that's really affecting me? If you really start to answer those questions, it'll all go back to you. It'll all go back to you. Because you allowed that. And that means it's something within you that you're uncomfortable with. There's something within you that you don't feel good about when you see that individual. That individual is reminding you of something that is within you. And those are the things that we don't want to take account for. When walking within your own journey is really obtaining a true reflection of you. And it's not a bad thing. It's something that you have to accept within yourself. And that's a part of learning who you really are. That's a part of learning what makes you happy. What is your purpose here? It all ties into how your light will turn on to even begin with. It's accepting you for who you really are through the mistakes, through the trauma, through not really even accepting how you look. It's looking in the mirror saying, I don't like these things about myself. It's looking in the mirror and saying, yeah, these things happened to me and it made me feel this way. It happened to me when I was such and such years old, and this is how it makes me feel. I was having a conversation with my husband the other day about, having some challenges when we were younger that we feel like affect us negatively, but as you grow into an adult, you kind of make that a learning experience. Something as simple as your cousin said something to you in the past or always treated you wrong in the past, right? So in the past, they hurt your feelings. But as an adult, you think that that's something that made you stronger. But there's still something that we have to go back, revisit, and heal from. Because the inner child in you needs you to fix that. The inner child in you needs you to address that, yeah, when I was such and such years old, when my cousin said this, or all the things that my cousin did to hurt me, really did hurt me. And it made me scared of certain things. But now that I'm an adult, it just made me stronger. You can use it, but go back to that inner child in you and say, I understand. Allow yourself to feel those feelings. And tell your younger self, I see now. And that wasn't okay. We have to take account for everything. That's what this healing journey is all about. And it's not a list that you go by. It's the feelings that you go by. Because a lot of times our thoughts are what we need to work on in that current moment, especially if it's negative. So if you go into your solitude moment and you go into your meditation, and all the things that you can think about are the not so good memories or the things that make you feel anxious and fearful, those are the issues at hand. Because again, if you're meditating and all you're trying to do is get to that place of peace and get to that happiness, you got to go through the storm a little bit. You have to actually approach yourself with those yourself with those thoughts that you're having, and dwell in them for a moment. Allow yourself to feel those feelings, and start to ask yourself these questions. Why am I thinking of this? What do I do with these thoughts? How do I heal from these? Sit in solitude. Solitude and meditation is really the answer. If you're not giving yourself the opportunity and you're not extending yourself that time, then it'll be impossible to even allow yourself to even think about your own situations. We already give enough to everybody anyways. When you wake up, you're giving it to the enemies, or who you think your enemies are. So instead, apply the energy to yourself. Apply the energy to yourself. And once you start pouring so much into yourself, because even though healing can be painful, it's nurturing you. Because you're moving towards a place of peace. And you have to have patience, and you have to show yourself some grace. Because that's how you turn on your light. By addressing yourself. Standing up to yourself. Calling out your flaws so you can love them. We have to stop dismissing ourselves and dismissing the issues that we have, because the only way to find peace is to approach the issues that we have within ourselves. It is time, y'all. It is time to let your light shine. It is time to no longer be afraid. It is time to no longer be in fear. It is time to no longer be anxious, to be doubtful, to worry, to overthink, to have lack of self-confidence, to have lack of self-compassion. It is time to let those negative flaws go. It is time to let those negative flaws go. So when you go into solitude, however that looks for you, but for me, it is meditation. Try breathing techniques. One of the things that I like to do, and it's something that I swear by every time I go into meditation, because I had such a rough journey too, just like everybody else. That's why I'm here speaking on it, because I am a product of what I talk about. I am an open book of what I talk about. That's why I am a life coach in what I talk about, because I am that I am. I'm not getting these topics from a book. They're from me, okay? So the thing that I do, soon as I go into meditation, the first thing I do, even before I pray within meditation, is you work on your breathing. And I'm going to start trying to make my own meditations. But this is just a snippet, and this is me just going off a limb here. So, but the thing that I do first and always is you breathe in deeply, slow, and you can do counts. I would suggest start at 4 to 6 counts. Breathe in for 4 seconds, 4 to 6 seconds. Hold it for 4 to 6 seconds. Release for 4 to 6 seconds. Hold it for 4 to 6 seconds. Do that 3 times. And as you're doing that, as you breathe in love, light, peace. And when you breathe out, say all the things that you wish to release. My go-tos are I release fear, control, effort, doubt, worry. And then do it again. Love, light, peace. Hold it. Breathe out. Overthinking. Phone battery about to die. And then as you're breathing out, you breathe out worry, doubt, overthinking, effort. Hold it. And then when you breathe in again, whatever comes in your mind, release those things. And do it every time so that your subconscious can remember that. Consciously do that so your subconscious can believe that I no longer hold these negative traits. That's just a start. That is self-care. And then you go into quietness. If you have nothing to say, just be there. Be with yourself. Be with the divine. Ask yourself, what is it that I need? What is it that my body needs at this moment for my light to shine? How can I pour into myself? And then you ask yourself to show you, to tell you. Sit there for a moment. Don't have no expectations with your meditations because it takes a minute. Because the first few meditations, your mind might be all over the place. You might be trying to just allow your thoughts to be where they are. And sometimes, even when they're all over the place, say, I'm calm. Consciously, not out loud, you don't have to. But if it's so much going on, and consciously in your mind, say, I am calm. I am relaxed. Or just see what all comes up. And if it's enough for you to notice what you need to work on, give yourself an opportunity after meditation to journal those thoughts, to get to the root of some of these things so we can become grounded, so that we can be 10 toes on the ground. Try that with yourself. Give yourself days, give yourself weeks, months to be with you. It's time to shine your light. I hope that helped. Look, if you need any help in this area or any help in general, please don't hesitate to message me. Check the link below to follow my social media platforms, and also go to www.journeyofaButterfly.net to just book a conversation with me. Book a transformation call just to see where you are, to see how I can help you, to just connect. All right? Go be love, go be light, go be peace, so that you can receive love, light, peace. Peace.